some of what we can do with day 2. Yesterday I'd gone through the menus and starting off and getting some equipment together, making the best go of 7 Days to Die. So today I'll be running through a few quick shortcuts, some helpful hints to navigate the menu system, and we'll probably look at using tools, mining and scavenging. Won't really go into much exploring today, but we'll probably do a little bit of that too. But yeah, I'll try to fill in the blanks of things I kind of skimmed over yesterday, and yeah, try to have some fun at the same time. So 333 day 2, gotcha. So I hadn't achieved much on the first day. I know there's a, oh wow, everything's gone. That's unusual. It's very unusual. I was pretty sure I had stuff in there yesterday. That's not a good sign. Oh, I wonder if I died. Well, there's everything. That is strange. That's the first time that's happened. Well, I suppose it could be worse. It could have been all gone. Oh, yeah, it still doesn't explain what the hell is going on there. Right. So, I was just going to do a little upgrading, raise a bit of my... Wow. Raise a bit of my construction skill, because we're heading towards getting 20 construction skill for our steel smithing perk. Now I don't need to reinforce everything. I will, however, reinforce around the doors. If I had more iron, I'd do upstairs, but at this point, just the doors will be fine. See if I've got enough. 27, yeah, I got a little bit more. So, I'm not going to worry too much about this upstairs doorway, but I will give it a crack. And I've also just realised I haven't set up my second screen so I can see anybody sending me messages, so sorry if I haven't received any messages. But you're welcome to send any questions or anything like that that you want to know the answer to, and I'll do my best to answer those. So yeah, that's all up and running now. So I'm stuck. It's only a few hours to go before daylight. 2 hours, that's 10 minutes and a few seconds change. Now, I'd looted the whole place except for the gun, this gun safe in here, because basically my level is too low. So while I've got this 2 hours of doing bugger all, I'll actually take a look at the perks menu, the skills menu I should say, and run through a few of the pros and cons. Okay, I consider the first 4, the survivor, the camel, the quicker crafting and the fixer, some of your basic skills that you'd like to level up pretty early on in the game. As you can see, I got another 10 points, and now it's just a choice of whether I want to be able to run, which would be this one here, Sexual Tyrannosaurus. You know, being able to run for longer is always a bonus, and because I have a fair amount of water, I'm going to go with that one this time, and wait for the next one to level that up, because I pretty much go these 5, so the top 4, and then Sexual Tyrannosaurus first, Health Nut later in the game. Obviously, if you click on these, you can read up in the top right what it does to affect your gameplay. And the attributes over here will tell you how much percentage you gain. Overall, at the end of the game, it's quite a good percentage. It makes it a lot easier. You know, you're only eating a few times a day, depending on your difficulty. Because what I didn't mention about difficulty was that it also affects how much food and water replenish and how often you need to replenish it. Even with these two perks here, yeah, it seems to be the higher the difficulty, the more often you have to eat and the more often you have to drink. Speaking of which, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go start this. I noticed in the stream too, I hadn't checked that out. So I'm gonna get that, see how this was going, which is not at all. It's got no wood in it. So turn that back on, cook that last one there, and eat that. So I can also go over here and drop these other potatoes. Where did I get? Oh, yeah, I think it really glitched out because I really only had 2 potatoes last night. Probably have to watch the stream to be sure of that, but that seems like I picked up an extra couple of potatoes. Everything's almost in its right place again. Now, candy tin cans. I'll get back to these skills. Quicker crafting. Okay, that one increases your crafting time, and so does this one over here, which I thought was rather important, science, because it actually increases crafting time, crafting quality, repair time, repair amount, and repair quality loss. So your crafting time, obviously, the higher that percentage, the faster something will craft. And your quality relates to things like tools and, yeah, well, not weaponry, but mainly just tools. What else does it apply to? Clothing, yeah, so any clothing that you craft, that will increase the ability of that clothing to protect you. Repair time, when you go to repair something in your inventory, like say that was damaged, which it's not. Let's see if I do have a damaged item of clothing here. No, I don't, because I fixed them all. Great. But if I was to repair something, it would basically take a few seconds, and depending on what you're repairing, it'll take longer or shorter as per the fun pimps idea of how it should be crafting. Archery just relates to your bow and your crossbow, and as you level up in that, you'll get a damage bonus, but there's no secondary perk for that one, unfortunately. Armor smithing. This only relates to armor like yeah, cloth, chest piece and legs, and the head armor, and then it goes on to all the leather stuff, your scrap armor, your iron armor, and I think that's about all that you can craft. You know, there are other types of armor in the game, like the military armor set and the heavy bandit armor, which is by far the best. So in order of best, least effective to most effective, you're thinking, okay, it's cloth, then leather, then it's scrap, then iron, and after that it would be military and heavy bandit. I'm pretty sure those last two, they might be running pretty close to each other, because I haven't actually gotten those all the way up to 600, so I can check their maximum damage resistance. Okay, athletics. This one will go up as you're running around, you're punching stuff, using tools. It's pretty much constantly going up, so it's a pretty slow increase on that. Health nut. This is the one that will allow your stamina and health down the bottom there to increase beyond the limit of which is currently 200 at maximum and 70 at minimum. So you can see here, minimum wellness 0%, maximum 0%. So the lowest my health could go at 0% is 70, and at the highest it can go is 200. So I don't actually need to use health nut until I'm closing in on 200. However, if you're dying often, you can actually use this to increase your health. Okay, so if you're down to 70, you can put a point in there and it will push it up to 80. You know, you might have to recover some health or stamina after you've pushed it up, but effectively it won't be able to drop below that that level when you die, okay? Because when you die, remember, you lose 10 points off your health and stamina, off your stamina and health. So here we go, sexual Tyrannosaurus. Yep, we've kind of covered that. It increases your stamina, your ability to run, or at least how much stamina is gained per second. Your barter really only relates to trading, and we'll go through that when I go to see the trader. We're going to take a whole bunch of stuff after I've searched around, maybe unlocked a couple of them, just to show you how not to how you can use this quest system to help you find the traders at the beginning of the game. Okay, blade weapons, that's just your shiv, your hunting knife, and the machete. Okay, and knife guy, of course, increases, doubles the damage, and then decapitator. And as you can see, these ones sort of go up. That one starts at 1, then goes to 10. You get five different things. A good point to note about the perks and skills in this game is that there is more than enough points. There's actually 30 extra points if you were to level up your character to maximum. Okay, you'd be able to buy all of these and have 30 points left over. So at the beginning, if you're gonna put put points into something that levels naturally, like say gunsmithing, toolsmithing, pistols, any of these ones where you can raise it by a point, mining tools, there's a whole lot like it. If you put points in there, you might want to hold back after 30. There are other ways to get points, which is through these quests and skills that you get in the form of notes found on dead zombies and random containers around the world. So if you find some of them, try your best to hang on to them, or read them and do them. There is an optional extra bonus, couple of points or 1 point, 2 points here and there, for if you complete it under a certain amount of time. So I would suggest actually holding on to them until Horde Night, when you've got the best chance of killing the amount of zombies you want, or there's a whole lot of different ones, and I could actually go through the whole lot in a different set. So here we go, we've done all those. Decapitator, obviously more for blades once you're getting up in the higher levels. So I'd suggest choosing to either go with blades or blunt at the start, and then just leveling that one up and just stick to that type of weapon. That way you'll get the most close range damage you can get. Blunt weapons is the same deal as the knife blade weapons. You've got 2 extra bonuses there that will increase your damage and lower your stamina degradation. Construction tools, these are things like your wrench, your stone axe, your claw hammer, and the nail gun. Okay, is there any other construction tools? No, I think that pretty much covers those. So anytime you're using those to break stuff down or build stuff up, you're going to get some experience point, as shown here, XP to next level. Yeah, it'll level up as you use it. So here are 4 important things that you can pick up a workbench at a passing gas and a chemistry station at a poppin' pills, but it's not 100% sure that you're always going to get one. It's sort of random whether they've got one out the back or not. So you don't really need to worry about these, but if you haven't found one, these are really useful. What we're going to be focusing on is this, steelsmithing. It's sort of a long haul to get to Construction Tools 40, especially if you haven't built your own house, but that's where we're headed, because it'll say next level requirements, so it'll tell you actually what you need to do to unlock that. See how it's locked over here? And same with concrete mining. As you can see there, I've already got the construction tools, but now I need to level up mining to complete that unlocking of that, and then I will be able to spend the 30 points. So in addition to just getting my basics of the famous 5 here, I will be holding on to a few points every now and again to set aside for steelsmithing, especially when I'm getting close. If I'm not getting close, I won't hang on to them. And now that it's morning time, I better get out there and do something. So we'll come back to that the next time I have a look in here. Yes, well, you know, I'd like to go through them all. I really would. But yes, priorities first. You know, survival is the main priority. Now let's look at what I've got. I have a few bullets. Yes, I like bullets. Good for shooting things. But I'm likely not going to use those just yet. I will have that gun. It's just dogs, you know. Hopefully I can see them before they see me. But I've also got these, so not too worried. Let's see here. Let's get rid of this stuff and go out for a little look around and pick up a few things. Because this is the wrong one, isn't it? I don't think I'll need clay. I want to hang on to that to make a poncho. And I might want to actually do some hunting while I'm out there. I'll get rid of all that stuff. I'm just hanging on to that for now. I could have scrapped it, but seeing as I'm at home and I've got a chest in front of me, might as well put it away. If I'm out there and I've got some of those, and I find something that's better, I'll scrap them so that you know, so that I have the space to bring back a more important item, and I gain a little bit of iron from it. Here we go. Cool. So I've got a forge. Today it's breaking rocks, and speaking about the forge before I head out, I better grab that iron I pulled out of there. So I only made 24. You know, it wasn't a very good run on my first day to picking up iron, but that's how she rolls sometimes. Grab that, and all I need to make a tool is, well, to make the iron pickaxe is 20 wood and 20 forged iron. So I got both of those. Let's do that. I'm just going to hit this up button. And I'll take this with me because as I use that tool, it's going to get worse and worse, you know. And if I repair it before it gets below half, it should only take 1 or 2 pieces. But that's what repair costs me. You know, at the beginning, it will likely take 2 pieces. Let's just check. I've got a few arrows, great, yep. I've got a few feathers. So seeing as I'm going to make some, well, I'm going to mine some stone, mainly for the iron, I'm going to craft pretty much all of these except for one. Oh, wow. Day just got really dreary. Never mind. So, I wonder which way I should go today. Let's have a look at our map. Let's head back down these roads and find the main road. So, oh, damn, I can't even see. Oh, I probably ran the wrong way, didn't I? Yep, I sure did. Am I going to? Yes, I'm going the right way. Give me those. I need that. Oh, I forgot food. See, I don't actually carry. Oh. That door was the. Oh well, okay. I didn't make that door, obviously. Whoops. Probably should have checked that before I upgraded it. Oh, it's still foggy in my house. Okay, what did I do with the rest of that bacon and eggs? Did I eat it all? Am I that hungry? No, I'm not. Let's do that. 32, okay. Up here it'll show you how much it's going to raise me. But I've noticed this is not very accurate. Sometimes it's more. Because it'll show you that you're going to gain 20.8, but you might gain 22 based on something like your what do you call it? Your survivor perk. Okay. Get out there. What's that? Just a minor glitch. Okay, cool. So now, any boulder I see, I'm gonna break it to bits. Ooh, cars. Okay, now I'm on a road. Okay, that's good news. I need to head down the road, loot as many cars as oh my god, isn't that... That is just ironic, isn't it? Okay, but I'm not complaining. 2 pickaxe, better than 1. I can always repair it, but it's probably not going to be worth it. It'll probably be more worth more to me putting it in the forge. Now let's just check here. There's our trader that way, so I'm going to head the opposite direction to see if I can unlock another one. Okay. Oh, rabbit, rabbit. Yeah. Now paper is a one of those resources you just can't make it. Right? So if you see it, pick it up. It's really only there's only 2 uses that I've found so far, which are making shotgun shells and dynamite. This is the sweet spot, okay? This is a way to hunt. There is a sweet spot, a distance away from the deer at which you can shoot them and they won't run away. It's part of a glitch, so that's one of the exploits that I use. I know it's kind of cheeky, but at the same time it's better than running off after a deer to try and, well, basically they'll lead you into a bunch of zombies. That's sort of what they've always done to me. So when I'm aiming long distance, notice how I'll try to put their body or their head just on the tip of my wrist, you know, on the front of my forefinger there. Because like I said earlier, the arrows are affected by gravity. As they get closer, you'll have to lower your aim slightly until, you know, it's only like 3 or 4 meters away that they actually go directly to them. You know, that one was almost direct. Holy crap, where did it go? This is difficult to see. Okay, I ran right past him because he's the same colour as the same colour as the road. Man. Oh. Come on. And I don't have a head. A mining helmet. Ooh, score! Okay, that baby is going to be going into my hotbar here. So notice the important stuff. I can actually quick swap to those ones by pressing the up button for the first, down button for the last, and right button for the middle. I know that was a weird way to order them out, but there you go, it's done now. Deal with it. Okay. Now I do notice quite often you'll get some really good tyres at the start of the game using a stone axe. And if you didn't know, tyres are actually quite expensive in regards to barter and selling them at the trader, so yeah, I'll try to break some tyres while I'm out here today. Ooh, you give me lead. See, there we go. See, like I said, they usually give you really good mini bike wheels at the start of the game when you use a stone axe, whereas later in the game, if you use a fire axe, they're not so good. So I tried later on in the game trying to use a stone axe, but the level of them are still nowhere near what I get in the first few days. It looks pretty safe out here. That's kind of it's kind of disconcerting. Makes me a little worried. What the hell? Where is everybody? Are they all just going to be hanging out at the next spot, waiting to jump me? Oh, somebody see me? Where did you see me from? Oh, here she comes. Okay. If you're low on arrows, wait for the right moment. Don't just go willy-nilly firing your arrows of everywhere. I'm not low on arrows, but there. Why not save them? Jeez. You'll be kicking yourself if you just, if you're one arrow short and that last zombie gets you, eh? So, think about that. Oh, where's all the cars today? They're showing off all these bloody stink cars. Ooh. Okay, I'm not at the sweet spot. I need to back up a bit, but... Oh yeah, I'm still too close. Okay, that was not cool. When they run over a hill, it is not cool, because they'll hear you running after... Oh, what is that? Oh, it's just a rock, okay. Ooh, not bad. Did you hear that little... That was him dying. So, little trick for these guys is they'll run in the same direction as fast as they can. So he should be coming up hopefully soon. Otherwise I will be looking. Oh, what the hell? There's a house over there, so there's likely to be zombies over there too. I'm just going to try and steer clear of there just while I get this meat, and then they'll come to me because I'll smell like a bloody abattoir. Okay, where did he die? Doesn't look like I can see him. Come back here, you little bastard. Could have easily run past them, they do run pretty fast though. No, it wasn't exactly like I was chasing him hard or anything, was I? He came up by this rock, I shot him, he took off this way. There, okay, sneaky bastard. Okay, there's somebody coming. And there's somebody coming near a rock. That's why I don't like these frickin' rocks. Ah, here he is. Hey, buddy. You coming over to say hello? Well, I got a present for you. Oh, he's so inconsiderate. Oh man. The big guy takes a few blinging arrows, doesn't he? Okay. If you've loaded up your bow and you don't want to fire, hit the circle button, okay? It'll hang on to your bow for you. Because unlike in most other normal situations, when you fire a bow and you miss, you can pick it up. This is not the case in this game. Once you fire an arrow, it's gone, man. It's gone. So, let's get back to the mission at hand. Killing this, and then I'll go loot that little house. Even though there's not going to be much that's useful in there. Might be a few parts, I might find another gun. And if I knew the pistol recipe, I'd be able to upgrade my gun in some way, or at least swap the parts. Because I don't have Don't have a workbench yet that I can use. So, ooh, some feathers. Give me those feathers and eggs. I'm gonna love me some eggs on bacon tonight. Oh yeah. Okay, another car. Let's continue down this roadway. And we'll keep checking our map to see if it's updated with a second trader. It's doubtful that there's two in the same area, but you never know. What the heck? Oh yeah, that's me bed. So far, yeah, nothing. They're usually quite far in between on random gens, but... Ooh, a padlock. Great. Yet another thing that I find very often at the start of the game and very little towards the end of the game. Hey look, that's getting a little annoying. I usually set up with my bow first and then my shiv in the middle, because I find it easy to quick tap up or down rather than the right button. It's just a little far away. But the down button seems to be the closest. Where did that... There she is. Quick little bitch. Ooh, broke a leg. She ain't quick no more. Right, man, look at this. There is a ton of bloody cotton around here. That's quite a nice house. There might be some cool stuff in there. If there's a forge in there, I'm going to shoot a zombie in the head. Okay. Where's this woman? She should be about here. Oh, somebody still likes me. Who is it? You. How did I know it was going to be a woman? Oh, you don't want to give me the pleasure of killing her in one hit. I found that they tend to drop better stuff if you kill them in one hit without missing. You know, I just pick up on that stuff and think that it's actually something. Could be nothing, but get that feeling. I got that feeling. Yeah, that's a double story, possible forge. Great. Well, let's go kill all the zombies that would have congregated around there, seeing as it's like... That's how the game is. Ooh, did I get his arm? Yes, I sure did. Ooh, wasn't aiming for his other arm. Okay, bastard face, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Whoa, man, that sounded close. Son of a... Notice how I'm not using my gun, okay? When you go loud, they all track and new zombies will pop up. You know, they'll just pop up out of nowhere. So once you fire one bullet, they'll all come after you. That's just how it is. It's not an ideal place to fight in a situation on a hill like this, because they'll move up and down, and then of course I'm a terrible shot, so those two things together make for a difficult job of killing. Yes, I realise I'm thirsty to death. Come on guys, die for me. My least favourite thing is trying to fire through those. Fire through those trees. Damn! I don't know what is up with me, man, because that just scared the crap out of me. The footsteps, and it's all on. How many was that? There was only 5 zombies and I got to level up. So it's much easier to level up with zombies at the start. You know. I've already done it. Right. There was one other body though. Where's the other guy's body? That one? Alright, okay. I like that. Now before I go mining these rocks, which look pretty good, get a crouch, drink some water, and then search the area for possible hazards. It's just something that you do. You know, it's probably an army technique actually, that when you're about to go into somewhere, you secure the area, you check that there's no threats, no hazards, and then deal with them appropriately, or at least tell the right people about it. And then you can perform whatever task you're about to attempt. See, this place is a little tougher. Check this out. 1200. So that's a better house than the last one I was in. But I can't pick up and move my forge, so the other place is my home at the moment. But this house here has the chance of actually having a forge in it, which it does, so that's great. And seeing as I don't want to destroy this building, I'm not going to go through the windows. I'll cover those up, board those up or whatever, cobblestone them. But for now, I'll just get inside, make a door. Well, actually, I'm going to make 2 doors because there's a door upstairs that I'm going to replace. The outside deck door is not critical because only your crawlers can get up there, and this early in the game they're few and far between. Yep. I probably should have put it on the inside because right the way it is now, it could get attacked by 3 zombies at once. If I put it on this side, I could only get attacked by 1. Yeah. But yeah, these sorts of windows are dangerous because the crawlers can just bust through there and then they're in. Because the crawlers will only attack low, and the other ones, the walkers, will only attack high. Beer! Well, what I didn't do was clear the building, but because it's not often that there's something inside a building. I mean, a zombie inside a building. There's often things inside buildings, yes, but not often inside it. Rotten flesh, I'm going to chuck that. It's in-game stuff. Once I've got a horde base, then rotten flesh starts to build up. But while I'm out scavenging for actual important shit, this is what I got to do. Let's get rid of it. I realise I left my torch at home, but that's not so bad. Oh, jeez, yes, well, it could get worse, couldn't it? Iron arrowheads, great stuff, but I'm going to scrap them. I don't like to carry 2 sets of arrows. No, obviously, I could turn them into arrows and then just use them, but they're still going to take up a space, so I'm going to scrap it in order to have the space I need. Because I'm also going to be mining rocks, and I've already maxed out everything. So let's just get rid of these. This constantly keeping your inventory available for good stuff is a great idea, okay? Let's see, I'll repair that. Go and repair it, see what happens. See, 2 it took because it was pretty low. Now, this one, I'll do the same here. And I've got to use it, you know. I've got to actually use it, and then when it's almost busted, chuck it in the forge. Will be sweet. You'll notice here this forge has nothing in it. It's got no anvil, calipers or anything. It's got nothing already pre-smelted. You pretty much start from scratch. I'm going to move my stuff over here at some point, so I might as well fix that door upstairs. It's just an upgrade on the last place. You need good safe points to hide up, you know, that's just basically what it is. Yeah, let's put this one on the inside this time. So notice it's actually taking up this inside block, not the outside block. So if I spin it, oh no, it is actually on the outside block. That's scary. I'll put it there anyway. It's not really a big deal. The idea of having two doors is just basically so that you've got an exit point. You know, you always want to have a way out. Seeing as I got that, let's repair it. So see, 1 second, and I'm not going to wear skirts, so I'll scrap it. The reason I'm repairing it before I scrap it is because I'll actually get a very tiny increase to my tailoring skill. Sweet, got me some glasses. What else? Yeah, beer, good for stamina. Keeps your stamina up, gets you running. Yes, right. So, whenever I want to build something, I'll usually press triangle on it to inspect it, and then I can check what it can make in recipes. That recipe's there, and I'm going to turn it into duct tape because duct tape is fucking awesome. It's about the most versatile item in the game. It applies to a whole bunch of different things. Now, while I'm also out scavenging in the first week, I will scrap lead weights and stuff because I only want to use my forge for iron and steel at this point. So I'll scrap anything that's lead except batteries, and anything that's brass except Duke coins. Could bash the bed, no real reason to, but this I'll take because I like that cloth. And it also gives me vision out the window, but it also means they can see me too, so it's a double-edged sword. Out on the deck, probably just some rubbish. Oh, well, way to make me look like a dick. Hey, what's that? Ooh, piggy! Okay. I'll try and get him if he happens to fuck with me. There's also a toilet downstairs. I'm going to check that out, and let's see what's going on here. Should be a fancy toilet. Blam. And medicine cabinet. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. First aid kit. This is one of the things that requires duct tape. I could be sneaky, and seeing as I got bugger all light source, I'll take this candle. So now I can hold the candle and get a little bit of light. It's sort of half the strength of a torch. Okay. Hey. Where's Mr. Piggy? Hold up, Mr. Pig. I haven't seen... Oh, look, see. That upset him. If you miss certain animals and they hear it, they bugger off. And I don't think the sweet spot applies to pigs. Yeah, the more you chase after them, the more they'll run away. And they'll run away opposite to the direction you hit them with an arrow. Okay? In the exact opposite direction. Okay, Mr. Pig. I have come to skin you and eat your flesh once I've cooked it. And you're really the only piggy that is giving me real bacon. I'm just trying to like bear meat bacon because Apparently, that's what I can do. I can make beer meat into bacon. No, we don't even have jerky or anything like that. Okay, I'm dropping shit. See that? I'm dropping stuff. I'm not going to bother with the rest of that. Oh, well, it's coffee beans. Coffee beans aren't that great. You know, coffee will give you a nice buzz and that sort of thing, but actually, they aren't that great. The reason I used all that for trying to upgrade this stuff is because then I'll get my free space once I've used that one to the fullest and that one to the fullest. So what else can I do in here? Can't really condense anything. I'll probably notice something a bit later. Yeah, let's swap this one for that one. I like to have one space open so I can do that quick swap, which is, if you remember, R3 to quick swap stuff within your menu. Oh wow, we're up pretty high here. You can actually check your elevation on the map. See down the bottom here, elevation plus 66. So the elevation goes up to 255 above ground, so plus 255. And then below, it's minus 57 is the lowest you can go. Wind speed, not too sure how that affects the game because it doesn't show a wind direction. Which of course would be amazing if... Oh, who's... See me, it must be a crawler. That's why I like staying on the road, you get a good space buffer between you. Who the hell has seen me? Ah, there he is. Hi guy. These are my nemesis. I still haven't found the sweet spot to kill these guys. Like 4 arrows, 4 bullets for me to kill them. And you'd think, they're already crawling, they're almost half dead. Ooh, a couple of beakers. Right, I'm gonna have to eat these then. Eat it. Cool. Well, beakers are great for cooking stuff in your campfires, and they're also quite plentiful in the... Ooh, flashlight. So, let's see what I can do to that. Can I drop it? Oh. I might just put it down, actually. So there'll be a weird candle in the middle of the road. Instead of dropping it, it would have disappeared. So now I've got a torch that I can activate with the left. Cool. Now I'll get to that lady. Oh, I might have a look down that road, see what's at the end. Oops. Ooh. There we go. Whoa. All right. Yeah. When I'm eating, I try to never fill myself right up because basically, look, I'm gonna scrap that. When you get really tight for space, scrap your stone axes and your stone shovels. Remember that you're gonna get more points when you make another one. So it's gonna work in your favor. Okay, I'm gonna have to bash a rock now. But do I have enough space? No, not really. Because I don't have a space for, shit, I've really stuffed myself over here. Animal fat can go, even though that's actually quite useful. And, because I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Oh, no, I've got that, so that's 1 space sorted. What else can I get rid of? Can't really, oh yeah, it's only that. Sweet, scrap that. Because I'm not going to be repairing anything. 1, 2, let's get that in there. So I need 1 for nitrate and 1 for iron ore. No, we're good now. Now I can break this and not have to pick up a whole bunch of stuff. what is going to be at the end of this road. If there's a campsite there, you can often get quite a few points on stuff. Quite a lot of cloth just from breaking down one of these. Tonight the light's a bit dim, isn't it? I wonder what I did to make it do that. I swapped to that one, it's a bit brighter. Yep, cool. The long arm of the law. Right. I don't know how, but turning that light on from above just made the TV a lot clearer. Strange. Wow, look at all those rocks. Okay. Yeah, these are my favorite rocks. I like them. I see a zombie over there. I'm just gonna go over here and check. There's no sort of zombies sneaking around. Looks clear. Right. Oh dear. Dear oh dear. Looks like I'm going that way next. It's kind of distracting, this game. You know, you've got to stay focused on what your goal is. So today the goal was get a whole bunch of iron together. Track down a mining helmet. And raise resources. You want at least to have the basics. Okay, now that I'm waiting for my stamina to rebuild, I can go through a few more of these. Where was I? Gunsmithing, right. Okay, as you can see there, the better you get at this, which this is one of the ones that it'll level up itself as you use weapons, as you make weapons I should say, and repair weapons, and make gunpowder. So I'm actually going to be doing that today because look at this. I've got gunpowder in my inventory, and gunpowder is actually made out of coal and nitrate. Where's my nitrate? What the hell? Okay, it's obvious problem. If I'm not getting nitrate, that sucks. Scrap plastics are actually pretty good. They go into a few things that you wouldn't think. Oh, why am I picking up sand? Don't pick up the sand. The sand is no good for you. It does not agree with your backpack. Hey. Said it again. Hey. How dare you hit the ground? So yeah, lots of grinding again. Then after a couple of rocks, I'm going to boost off down the road. Because remember, I'm going to take this blingin' pickaxe here and chuck it in the forge when I get back. You know, you get 100 or so, maybe 150. I'm not too sure on the exact number because it's just one of those things you don't do that often. But you will get some iron out of it. There's another exploit that you could use also, which was to raise your toolsmithing, making anvils, and then putting them back into the forge, which of course smelts them back into iron, and then making another anvil. I'm not sure what the loss is on it. I'm sure there would be a loss, so you're going to have extra iron to buffer it, but if there's not a loss, you can consider it an exploit. Now, have I got some nitrate now? These ain't dropping nitrate, these ones. Interesting, they're only doing coal and lead. Okay, eventually they're going to. See this stuff here, coal, yeah. Piggy. Holy crap, this place is just full of surprises. Oi. Hey pig. asshole. Right. Yeah, I'll get you later. Oh. Right, cool. Yeah, depending on how good you are at toolsmithing and science, that will determine how much you lose when you repair something. You'll notice when I repaired that level 11 pickaxe, it wasn't lost. It didn't lose any of its quality because I had a higher toolsmithing quality than what it would take to make a level 11 pickaxe. So in effect, it doesn't lose anything. But if I were to try to upgrade a higher tool than what my current level is, aka that axe lost 10 points because of my inability to be able to repair stuff effectively. You'll also notice as the quality goes up, so does the amount of resources collected. So you can see in the bottom right hand corner that it's going 2 rocks, 4 rocks, 2 rocks, 4 rocks, and 1 iron in between. Oh shit. And before, when I was on that level 11 one, it was going 2 rocks, 2 rocks, 2 rocks, you know, and then 1 iron. So at least there wasn't any loss on the iron. Holy crap. Just see here, nothing behind me, cool. Oh my gosh. More? Did I encounter a horde of some sort? Okay, just give me a second here. Just going to regather myself because I noticed that my bow is pretty much fooked. So this is a tricky one. No, it's not really. But okay, craft the bow, blah blah blah, scrap a bow, and then when it arrives, all I need to do is notch it. Oh, no I don't, because I thought I used all my space in there. Oh. In the neck. Oh, great. Wow, that was not at all what I wanted. See, I could scrap that and turn it into iron, but I don't particularly want to, and I don't want to do it to that either. Can I make... No, I don't have any blood. The only thing I'm missing to make a first aid kit is blood. Alright. Right, okay. Well, you know, oil's a useful one because you can make repair kits out of it. You know? Repair kits are cool. But I suppose we're just going to leave that for now. Oi. Let that go early, didn't I? Holy crap. It's just full of animals, this place. It's amazing. 62. There we go. Oh, that's the other thing too. If you got enough arrows, you can always just stop picking up feathers. But remember, feathers are life, especially at this stage of the game. sweet spot. Okay, let's clean these two up. Oh yeah, there goes all the bones and the animal fat. I don't like dropping stuff, but it's mainly about the meat at this stage, early in the game. You know, I can turn the glue, the bones into the glue and the animal fat into torches and fuel and what else? There was a third thing. Where did I shoot that? Deer. Why am I turning my head? Pfft, this happens every time. There it is. Is that it? No, fuck. Idiot. Alright. Yeah, see, I think it was that high quality thing I switched off. So once I've maxed out everything I can do on this run, I'm going to go back, run home, drop it all off, go out again, probably opposite direction, because I'll just try not to go as far as to unlock that trader. Plus I can also get the forge going at the same time. So when I come back from my second run, I'll have some iron there, ready to build items. Now how am I doing for stuff? 560, you know, it is so slow going at the beginning, never mind. But now that I've got a couple of points under my belt, I can probably add, yeah, see, because I didn't get up to it yet, this one here, minus 69er. Do 20% more block damage with mining tools and use 10% less stamina per swing per rank. So let's get that one. You know, that's going to speed up this process a little bit. Not so much, but you kind of do notice it a little bit. Alright, cool. I have to wait for the next one to get another perk. I don't use my points on anything that takes 1 point, especially not if it's something that will level up naturally. No, but like I said, there is 30 points extra. It's up to you whether you use them that way or not. I'm just trying to tell you this is the way I play it, and I have very little trouble now in surviving that first 7 days. What the hell? That's nitrate. Okay, cool, fuck, cool, cool. Another way to free up some space is to take painkillers until you get 0 and then build your way back up. This will raise your medicine, but yeah. I think I'm going to have to bite the bullet and scrap that, because nitrate powder is freaking awesome. And I could try cancelling it. Dropping items on the ground. Okay, cool. Because I can't pick the bastard up, can I? Yeah. So let's make that arrow. There we go. We'll just have to use our knife as much as possible if we get back. Use the knife as much as possible. It's not ours, it's mine, damn it. Okay, now what's... What the... Didn't I kill you? What is going... Oh yeah, I did kill you. I fucking thought so. Now so far, no towns. Might be able to see something from the end of this road. bastard. See, that's why I don't like scrapping my... Yeah, anyway. Because I need eggs too. Now you can only carry 50 raw meat, so as you get closer to that maximum, yeah, as you get close to that maximum, you should take note that you'll need another space soon. Yeah, it is a camping ground. Okay. Seeing as I'm full as fuck, I'm going to head back now. I can always come back and heal to this camping ground. There might be some cool stuff, but when you can't carry it, you know, go home. Fuck. I did not even see that coming. These shadows are just great at hiding zombies. And they're so unpredictable on a hill like this. Oh, for fuck's sake. And I'm a terrible shot. Now what you don't want to do is what I'm doing right now. It's getting sandwiched by 2 sets of zombies. You want to have them all in front of you. You want them having, get them in a spot where they can all walk to you in a straight line, which is never possible on a hill. But we're just going to do our best with what we got. Anyway, I'm getting level ups for this stuff. Okay, now I'm going to run back straight over the line I just crossed, because now I know there's no zombies over here. Otherwise they would have come for me, and then get back on that line again. See that? 3 times the damage when they're stunned. So when they're on the ground, go for that one more hit before you start knocking out some other zombies. Oh, crazy man. Oh, see that? I don't know about you, but I get pretty frustrated with the way that you can't just move a little bit. It's either a whole lot or nothing at all. Because that little aim... Okay, that's the I'm fucking dead scream. Alright. So sweet, I got through that. I'm just gonna have to look through what they got, eat what I can, take what I can, scrap what I can, because you can actually scrap it from their inventory as well. So, like so, even though you know, these I can actually use even though I've not got a splintered leg, and they will raise my medicine by using it. So every time you find some splints and you can't carry them with you, just use them. Sure, you'll look like a dork with your leg strapped in a splint, running around like a madman, killing zombies, but fuck. If I use these now, later, things like antibiotics will last longer, and painkillers would be more effective. Now here's a trick, don't bloody put stuff in zombies. Because I want to make something out of that, but it won't let me make from there, it'll only let me take. So let's get out of there. let's see what we could do about making some the tiny amount of gunpowder, like 4 gunpowder or whatever it's going to be. That way I can pick that glue up, turn it back into duct tape. That'll clear a spot. And then I might be able to pick up something else. Preferably not a sham sandwich, but they're being dicks, so fuck them. Right. Cool. What is down there? Oh yeah, just the usual stuff that you'd find in a campsite. Ooh, and a car. Yeah, it might actually be worth it to just go down there for the car, in case it's got a mining helmet in it. Because you know, torches are great, but mining helmets are better because you can hold a weapon while you've got a mining helmet. Sweet. Well, I'm just gonna head straight back. Just gonna cut through the forest. Don't need to go the roadway this time. Do I have a space now? Yes, I do. I'm gonna put feathers in it again. Way back, because like I said, need eggs, you know, food, and this iron is the main priority here. Probably wouldn't hurt if I got me some more wood. Gonna be a bit of a bummer for the seeds, but never mind. Comes about pretty damn fast. And I see I'm getting 50 or so every two hits. By the end of the game, you're getting like 200. Yeah, 200 a hit, is that right? Far out. Maybe I'll see something out here, maybe I won't. Oh, I can't really mine anymore because I've got no space for that. That darn nitrate. And nitrate is the most rare, aside from silver nuggets, gold nuggets, that sort of thing. Ooh, I'm gonna eat well tonight. This is another reason why I cut through the forest, because there's more of these here birds' nests. Ooh. Lame. Missed the hell out of that. Oh, this is a 1200 tree. Yeah, I got this space. Let's chop this baby down. You know, there's always tons of time at night to get all your organising and forge stuff done. No, really I should be doing what else? I should be building stuff and upgrading things. But I don't really have that many resources. You don't have that many resources at the start to do that. So how to tell, oh look, there's nitrate, yummy yummy, what different things are on your map. So here we go. Black is rocks in this only applies to the green zone, okay? Black are big rocks that are not boulders. The grey are boulders. The brown is clay. I was about to say limestone again. Green obviously is grass. There's a few other colours too, but that's as close in as we can get. And what's another colour that I can see here? You know, there's a building. You can almost see the shadow of a ring around it. That was the campsite. But yeah, I'm going to try and do on the way back too is unlock the map as I go, just so I got a clear idea. You know, these trunks are awesome usually for random cool stuff, and often have a bunch of fucking crappy night vision goggles on them too. Not today. Wait, fire ahead of your target if they're on the move. Because it'll take a little while for your arrow to get there. Jeez, I nearly threw another bloody bow. Now, this time skills. I'm going to go back and do quicker crafting. It's kind of helpful at the start, just like the rest of them. And like I said, I've got water, I've got jars, I've got a cooking pot, so camel, not so important. Oh, what the fucking fuck? Okay, cool. What can I see from up on top of the hill here? Sweet fuck all, because there's trees in the way. I'd like to have a look to see if there's any built towns and cities out there. What do we got over there? More of that freaking desert that I already know is there. Nothing over there either. Not a town for miles. Amazing. Gotta be one somewhere, guys. Figure that one out as we go along. Now with killing zombies, I try to kill them all, unless there's something really of dire importance that I need to do. Yeah, unless there's something really important I need to do. See, how I'm trying to get that lined up is by, oh shit, where did you go? By drawing an imaginary line from that center of that eye down to the zombie. No, it's like using the bottom of your crosshair at long distance. What do you got for me, Nursey? Oh, she got the bloods. Right, oh, fuck. Oh, two of them. Son of a bitch. Oh, I... The reason why I like the blood idea is because then I can make two first aid kits, so her stuff's actually pretty vital. So I'll make a whole bunch of arrows again. I'm gonna need them after missing all these guys. What the fuck? That a little cruncher. Oh, come here, prick face. Another one coming down the fucking hill. Alright, great. Stop being a bastard. Holy crap. Like that egg or some shit here. Damn, this is just ridiculous. Second idea, don't run to an area that you haven't unlocked yet. It's just like an old Diablo back in 96. Same freaking idea. Never run to an area that you can't. So now I would have summoned some more zombies. They'll come to kill me. Holy crap. So that would have attracted a few bastards. See this? Another sneaky one. If I scrap that and I scrap that, they'll stay in my scrapping. So it's kind of like having 4 extra spots in my inventory. But as soon as I move something in my inventory, they're going to sneak in there. So I've got to be ready for that. Now, where did that body go of that lady? Because that was a... Yeah, it's gone, isn't it? Okay. Oh no, there it is. Right. Yeah, crap. Okay. Scrap that. That'll allow the brass to come out, which it hasn't. Amazing. But what I can do, what can I move in there? Get that lead anyway. I'm going to take that lead for now. And then I've got to get that blood. That's amazing that it stayed in there. See, if I use that, get some more medicine, take the blood bags. Now I should be able to make those first aid kits and use up 4 items at once. So here we go. Missed it. Oh no, I don't. I'm missing something else. What am I missing? Thought I had grain alcohol. Yeah, I got 2 of those. It's bandages. Okay, cool. So, what else can I do here? I can repair that. That'll give me brass. That'll give me that. That'll give me that. And then, bam. Cool. Right. Yes, like I said, I was going to hang on to that for the iron. Yes, making some bandages. So how many do I need? It's just 2. Wait, just 2 I said, damn it. And now, use this car, chuck my jars in there. That'll give me those 2. Now I can make my first aid kits and get rid of like 3 spots. Bang. Okay. Well, sure, it'll take 1 back. And damn, I need these jars. Jars are pretty cool. Am I going the wrong way again? Yes. Okay, I need to go home. Take me home. And I should probably also make me another bow. Yeah, I've never seen it do that before, you know, how I had stuff backed up there. That brass should have gone straight to there, but it didn't. Because that's going to go straight to there. I think it was because I was actually in that vehicle at the time. I was in that vehicle's menu, so I think I'd like to use that in the future. It's just another exploit. I'll have to tell Funprints about it. As per stuff like the updates and shit, I didn't mention this in any of the other videos because I didn't even think of it. But if you want to know when the updates are coming out, go into 7daystoDie.com, go down into the forums and check out, this is not my house, and check out the, go into the forums, okay, and you'll notice there's, well, you probably won't notice, you'll probably see the first one and go jump in there. It's not the first one, it's down the page, and it's for console, so check that out. And look for posts by a lady named Claire. She's the sort of console PR lady that handles all the admin for the online forum involving console updates. And if there's anything that's coming up, she'll tell you about it. Pretty much the last few times that we've had an update, she's given us warning of about 3 or 4 days. She sort of says they've sent it off to PlayStation to register it, and PlayStation Network check that it's all good, conforms to their regulations, and then once that's done, they can start uploading that to the main servers, which then we can start downloading the updates. So yeah. Once again, that website is 7daystoDie.com, and you're looking for the forums page. Put your iron in there. Thank you. Turn that on. 10 minutes. That's 4 seconds times 200. 4 times 200. Okay. 20 minutes. Right. Okay, no, it's 200 seconds. Either way, I need to put some more wood in there. That's not what I asked, is it? There we go. Should I make a cooking grill? It kind of need one of those. So I'll do that. Don't need a cooking pot. The rest, I'm just gonna walk away now after this is built, and then let it all smelt. Alright, do me bacon and eggs. Cool. How many can I make this time? 8. Oh, not too bad. Alright, so I look at what the time is there. That'll tell you how long it takes to cook 8 once you've selected that, and then I actually only put in that amount plus plus some change. But there you go. That way your fires aren't always burning and you're not summoning screamers. Geez, I can't put that in now. Oh, I can. It's not like the forge. Right. Sweet. Well, let's get rid of all the junk that I found. Oh, it's not all junk, is it? That for later. That. What else am I chucking in here? This, that. Keep that. These. They're going to go in the forge. That's going to go in the forge. These are going to go in with the food. Oh, how did that happen? Why would it only let me make 8? Why would it only let me make 8? Oh, that's why, because I didn't freaking out of it. Okay, cool. Not gonna bother me, is it? That's fine. So, it didn't make any because I didn't put the stuff in there. Pressed the wrong button. I turned it on instead of pushing up to craft. Now what else do I need to put in here? Let's swap that for an upgrade. Keep those. smelt that. And I will need to put some more wood in that fire when I'm making that bacon and eggs. Because it wouldn't have made them all, seeing as I started it early. And why can't I put this in now? Ah, yeah, because I'm cooking something. Great. Okay. Sweet. Oh man, see, I'm a little disorganized right now. Usually drop all my food related stuff in here. I'll need to make some more bottled water. Kind of keep a reserve. I can obviously stack that up as well. That water in there would be great. Didn't even, yeah, completely forgot that it was there. 47 seconds, so that's another 10 seconds per wood. You can tell how long something burns for on this page. Burn time 10 seconds. Burn time 5 seconds. Burn time 1 second. You know, they've all got some. You know, that one, has it got burn time? Yep, 30 seconds. You know, anything that you can burn will have burn time written on it. So, it's a little hint for you. Can even smelt that, you know, in 3 minutes and 20 seconds, that's going to be straight in there. So, it's a good way to use those things that are useless now. Not that it's entirely useless, but ta-da! Now, get that some on the cook. Ooh, that's right. Now I've got torch, blah, blah, blah. Now, see, recipes, left button. Now, I want to make an animal hide poncho. Because at some point I'm going to need to cool off. Oh, I forgot animal hide. Where does that fit in the armor set? I think that animal hide fits between scrap armor and cloth armor. So, yeah. Cloth armor. Animal hide armor. Oh, no. That's another good question. I'll have to look into that. But it's definitely under iron and it's definitely under leather. Whether it's equal or... Yeah, I'd say actually, yeah. It must be. Should go cloth, animal hide, leather, scrap, iron, military, heavy bandit. So those are your armors. I can wear that and let's see what that's going to do to my character. As you can see, it's already cooling me down, so I probably actually don't need that. But on a hot day it might be helpful. See, that didn't change anyway. It's still, the day's cooling down. Sweet. Now I've got 2 sets of arrows. I'm going to put these arrows in there. I'm going to hang on to the ammo because, oh, ammo's fucking useful, and you want to take it with you. Wrong chest, idiot. But actually, I don't have a chest for weaponry, do I? Sweet. Well, weapons on. The other thing I could have done while I was out there is scrap my, oh damn, yeah. Was scrap my barbed wire fences, but like I said, they're the last resort when dogs and bears come. You know, you just can't do much without dogs or bears. About dogs or bears, if you've just got these sorts of level weapons that I've got. Sure, you can stop them in your tracks with a bow, but if they're coming at you on a hill, which is more than likely, given the area that I'm in, yeah, if they're coming at you on a hill, you ain't got much of a chance, mate. Because they'll be all over the place. Yeah, look, there's coal out the back for your fireplace and everything. But yeah, I'm just going to go mine a few more rocks. Because I haven't found any hint of civilization. Right. I should at least look for a city. Once I've found a city, leave this place marked on the map, take the most essential stuff, break down everything that I've got, and then head in that direction. Because at least in a city, during the night you can skip from house to house, scavenging and that sort of thing, which is pretty effective and a pretty effective way of dealing with the nighttime, making the most of the whole day. Because the whole day you want to be doing something, even if it's just building stuff. See, I didn't even see that coming. Again. Oh. Get down, Boogie Bay. Get down and boogie. So I'm back to rotating around rocks because they keep sneaking up on me. It's a lot easier to see the light changes in the corners when you've got a mining helmet. Once again, it's all about getting that mining helmet. So on the next one, I'm going to cut the time back to 50 minutes so that we can skip through the next couple of days pretty quickly, and we'll head up to our horde night. Because, you know, like I said, the longer you make the days, the easier it's going to be. So if you're starting out in the game, set your time to the longest, just so you've got a bit more time to learn the ropes. You know, you don't have to rush into everything on hardest difficulty. Though, you know, I often used to do that, just because if you see it on the hardest difficulty, you go back to playing it normally. So much easier. It's just, if you get frustrated, you can tell that you're not, the difficulty is too high for you. Because who would like to play a game that constantly frustrates them? You know, this one occasionally frustrates me because I can't shoot a certain person because they just walk unpredictably on this uneven ground. But then again, it's usually because I haven't spent that much time fighting them on uneven ground. I go to great lengths to find areas where it's easier to fight them. It's just, it just makes sense, you know. I got out here. Alright. Cool, let's make some more gunpowder and arrows. So we'll get low on those. You have to keep an eye out for them too. Keep an eye out for some more arrows. Didn't really want to spend the night in the shack that I'm in, but I have a few things to prepare. And the stream will be coming to an end soon. As I've done this, I would just want to spend a couple hours on each one. So once I'm back in the house, I'll go through the rest of the perk system and my thoughts on those, and a few of the other things that I didn't manage to cover that are actually very important. That'll help you decide how you're going to go about playing this game. Yeah, that's another thing about players new to this game. The big updates, when they arrive, you usually have to completely start a new game. So as there's one coming up in the next 3 to 6 months, I wouldn't get too attached, because if you only get a couple hours a day to play it, you know, you can get so far. You know, everybody's playstyle is different. Some people like to jump into a game for a little bit and then start another one the next day, that sort of thing. Other people like to go long term. There's a bunch of people that like to play PvP on it, and there's a good community of people out there that like to do cooperative team ups in survival to try and survive the hordes one after another. Yeah, so I'm getting that weaponsmithing for crafting the arrows, and I'll get gunsmithing for crafting gunpowder like I did earlier. Yeah, so far I've got pretty much the basics. I'm going to make some more tools when I get back. I think I need a claw hammer and a shovel. Now, I'm not too worried about this here. The axe is better than what I can create at this stage, but I will need to do some spamming. You know, I was hoping to find a passing gas so that I could perhaps hole up there and use it as my base for upgrading things, but I didn't have any luck today. There's always tomorrow. I can actually speed up my stamina by drinking this, because you'll see in items like food and water, you know, you've got your it adds to my stamina, this one particularly. That's how much water hydration I'll get, and removes burning. So if you're actually on fire, it will stop you from being on fire. And when you make bottled water, it adds to your miscellaneous crafting. Just like, see here, when I make gunpowder, it adds points to my gunsmithing. When I make this, what do I get? Leatherworking. When I make arrows, that's weaponsmithing. When I make a tool, it's mining tools. Great. So I'm going to smash this rock and run home crying because it's dark time and I'm scared of the darks. So here we go. And plus my pickaxes afoot. Okay, that's where I'd go mining for some. Ooh, what the? Oh yeah, that's right. I dug that hole. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's all okay. Sweet. So now that I'm home sweet home, let's see what's this doing. Oh, you've run out of that, have you? Fine. Yeah, you don't usually want to leave it with stuff that's when it's not got stuff in it. You're just attracting bastards to come and ruin your day. Oh. First things first, put all that in there. No, I could have dug up some stuff while I was out there, but I didn't. Yep, cool, I want that. Let's make a shovel, just so I can dig up some clay tomorrow, that sort of thing. But before I make that shovel, I could actually spam craft some stone axes. And before I spam craft some stone axes, what I'm going to do is put a storage chest down. Well, I probably didn't need to, but yeah, I'll put one over here so that I've got a place to store all these spam axes and shovels that I'm about to do. So if you want to make multiples of something, you can use these buttons here. The button with the line, arrow and a line is going to make the maximum amount you can make out of the resources you have over here. So yeah, notice needs and haves. This will just track it forward one at a time and back it off. But you can actually click on the number itself and punch in however many you want. I probably want to do 50. How much do I want to spend? Let's say 25, huh? 125 sounds good. Because stones, one of the hardest things to make at the moment. And as you can see, I'm getting low on plant fibers, so I've got to remind myself to go into the desert, get some yucca juice, and that'll automatically get me some when I'm breaking down cactuses. So the reason I made this chest is actually so that I can dump these in here and use them as fuel for the fire. Because look, they last for burn time 12 seconds. You know, it's a cheap fuel. If you don't want to use wood, you've already used the wood. You can scrap them, get a few stones out of it, but you know, why not? Okay, so while that's doing that, I'd usually be doing this with a workshop in front of me, with a workbench in front of me, having the workbench make some at the same time, and then combining them at the same time. That way you're getting the experience for the stuff that you're making in your inventory, you're getting the experience for the stuff you're making in the workshop, and you're getting experience for the items that you're combining. So that it basically fast tracks your toolsmithing ability. And though toolsmithing doesn't do much other than raise, you know, it raises your entity damage on those as the quality is raised, and the block damage. It depends on the tool you're actually making, but yeah, there we go. Sweet, that's that. And let's do some shovels, because the more different types of tools you make, the higher the experience you're going to get. Because it sort of starts off, you know, you get a lot of experience for making a new item, and then as you make more of them, you get less and less. And it's also comparative to the basic level. Geez, what am I trying to say? It's also comparative to the level at which toolsmithing's at, or you know, whichever perk we're talking about. Because as they get higher, the amount of experience needed to fill up the next level will get higher as well. So there is that. There's also that drop off of, you know, you've made so many of them. Oh, what the hell did I do? I did that and I didn't press the right button, did I? Bang, go. Right, so now that's doing that. I can check out some more skills and sort the stuff out. Yeah, so there's quite a few trophies and stuff involved in this game. You can go and look at those in the trophies. I'm sure everybody knows how to do that. And they did add recently a you can actually press square on the trophies, the hidden trophies, to get a hint as to what they might be. So if you really want to know, go into your trophies and find that out that way. Pretty easy to do. Right, so where was I up to? Talked about gunsmithing, I talked about aiming to get these, like, check them out. Here we go. You know, aim for 20 construction tools, aim for 15 science and 40 construction for your chemistry. Steel smithing, 40 construction, so you know, while you're going for steel, you also get halfway to chemistry. And concrete, which is mining. So we're almost there again on mining. So and it's not better than dropping them, but like I said, this is just a way of getting rid of this stuff for now, and then utilizing it later. And somebody's going to walk in here later and go, what the hell were they making 100 frickin' stone axes for? You're like, wow, it's not 100, it's only 25. It's not that crazy. Give me a break. But yeah, sweet, sweet, sweet. I'll let those continue to do that. Okay, where were we? Gunsmithing. Heavy armor. This one is raised when you get hit, as long as you're wearing heavy armor, okay? So heavy armor is, like they say up there, scrap, iron, or military. I believe the heavy bandit armor is actually included in there, but it's just not listed at the top there. And as you get better, you'll get, as it says, an armor defense percentage bonus. Leatherworking, this is for making, you'll get a level up in this for, well, you'll get experience for this perk by crafting leather from animal hide, by making stuff out of leather, you know. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And as you can see here, it's like most of the other ones. The better you get at it, the faster it makes it, the higher quality it makes it, the easier it is to repair, and the less items you need to repair it, and the less and it lessens the amount of quality lost when you repair it. Now, light armor, like it says here, is hide, leather clothing, and taking damage while you're wearing hide and leather clothing. I don't know whether it extends down to normal clothing, but you know, because normal clothing does actually have a damage resistance, it's just shit. So yeah. Medicine, these only apply to your medical items, and they would be the ones that I just put in that chest, the food and medical chest that I put over on the side there. Mining tools, this is your pickaxe, your iron fire axe, your shovel, and all the variations in the different, you know, so you've got stone, you've got iron, you've got steel, and you've got, then it goes up to augers, okay? Your auger and your chainsaw, those are actually mining tools as well. Miner 69, I went over that a little bit. It's really important if you want to do a lot of mining, or you know, really, you do have to do a lot of mining, and if you get that one, you're going to save time mining. Okay, that means more times doing what you might actually enjoy more, like scavenging or hunting or running around the hub killing zombies. You know, it just depends up to how you like to play it. Miscellaneous crafting, this one you can't raise it by putting points on it, because honestly you get it for pretty much 80%, no, that's incorrect, 60% of the items in the game refer back to miscellaneous crafting. Okay, pistols, obviously for your, these apply to your pistol and the 44 Magnum, and these two, the Outlaw and Deadshot, raise your damage and your critical hit chances. Rifles, that is the SMG, the hunting rifle, the AK-47, the sniper rifle. Yep, that's them. So those ones, when you use those, it'll raise this perk, and then as you get better, you'll be able to get that better lead than dead. Now, I would suggest if you don't have a rifle, don't bother getting those. Same idea with the pistols. If you don't have a pistol, don't bother getting it. And it might be a good idea, like with the melee weapons, just to pick one weapon and then stick with that for a while, so that you actually have a go-to weapon. When you get in trouble, you can go, oh, that's it, I'm pulling out my gun and I'm just going to blow these guys away. Okay, so here we go. Better lead than dead will raise your damage. Scavenging, this is a great one, because the better you get, the less time it takes to loot things, which is great. So you can loot a zombie just after you've killed it and then back away from the guys that are trying to kill you, and the quality of the loot that you'll get in containers will increase. Alright, fast eating just reduces your loot time, and this one is one of my personal favorites in regards to scavenging, even though there's only 3 things really, so it's not really much of a choice. But yeah, the better loot quality gives you a big bonus, you know, 25, 50 or 100 quality points to be found on items. So, you know, I picked up a level 11 and a level 160, so if I were to add 50, you know, 25, 50 or 100 to that, I could start picking up the 200, between 200 and 100 sort of thing. And so every time you get one of those, it gets a little better. There's also a bit of luck involved, but there's no skill or perk for luck. Now science, again, one of the better ones. It's one of the ones people usually put points into, but just as a quick start guide, I would say, hang on, just check this. Yeah, it's out again, isn't it? Alright, let's chuck some more stuff in there. What am I going to do? let's take all those cans, let's cook them up. I don't need to do brass and stuff at this point. I was going to jump in there. Was there any lead? Yeah, there's lead. See, because I'll probably take the brass and the lead with me when I go. So let's just do that then. Just do some cans and then I'll come back to that. I can keep going. And I'll have something to eat while I'm at it. And put the speaker up there. You can quick move beakers. Now you see how I'm almost getting a point every time I eat. That's because I raised my my survivor perk. You know, the very first perk on the list. That's why I keep getting one every time. When that stops happening, put it up again. Right? Why not? The more health and stamina you have, the better your chances are of escaping zombie attacks. Oh, damn it. I'm trying to starve my dude or something, okay? It's just like not taking any food for him anywhere. Sweet. So, I might actually check these other two in there. Because now I should be able to make some more forged iron. I'm just going to make it all again. 172. Jeez, that really escalated quickly. Was there anything in particular that I needed? Nails are great, but because I'm not going to settle down here, I'm just going to be using those nails. Yeah, because I'm not settling down in this area, I won't make any nails yet because, you know, they're for your signs and your storage boxes, drawers, all the funky little stuff you put down in your house. I'm not going to go that far yet. Wrought iron fences. Okay, these babies are awesome if you just need a bit of protection around your house, but you don't want to spend too much. Use wrought iron bars. Only the crawlers can destroy them. The zombies won't jump over them unless they're stacking. So like there's a crawler underneath them and they're walking on top. So yeah, they're very useful just for keeping them away from your house. You can hear them outside, you can go out and deal to them, and you know, just put a square around your house. Would be bloody awesome. Let's do another 100 of those. I should really do it all because, you know, it's yeah. What did I do with that clay? I bitch, I didn't pick up the clay. Right, cool. So yeah, put those around your house, and it actually works. You know, the other one to put around the top of your house so that they can't climb up is wooden frames at the beginning of the game. If you want to keep spider zombies off, but there's not so many out where I'm at. They'll only come here if I was to, say, have both fires going for a long time and summon a screamer and then not kill her before she screams. Anyway, I would like to stay in here and get that, but I'm going to go back to talking about the last of the skills before I log off for tonight. Yes, right, here we are. Shotguns. As before with the other weapons, this one only applies to the sawed-off shotgun and the long shotgun. You know, there's only 2 shotguns in the game. But yeah, and these once again do the same as the other 2. One increases damage, that boomstick, and splattergun increases critical chance of blowing things off. Great, it's awesome. But even even on my other game, I got the shotguns up to, I'm probably up to like 82 or 85 or something. And I've got boomstick level 5 and splattergun level bloody 3. Because, yeah, that'll go up to 5. This one goes up to 3 once it's unlocked. And it still won't kill anything on one shot. It's still like 3 or 4 shots to kill something. That being said, though, I do have it on survivalist, so this probably has more to do with that than the gun. I'd say if I switched it back to nomad or lower, it would just turn them to gore every time. Okay, tailoring. This is for clothes. So the cloth items, well, cloth fragments, clothes, clothes, plant fiber clothes, and I think that's about it. And repairing clothes. Okay, so that one, I haven't actually maxed that out. I haven't found any fast ways of leveling that up. Which reminds me, I didn't tell you the fast ways to level up science. This is a bloody cool one, so go and do it. It's landmines. You know, there's 3 types of landmines: the air filter landmines, your candy tin landmines, and the hubcap landmine. Okay, those 3 will raise science. What will also raise science is the lights. Okay, there's lights with switches. There's 2 different ones. There's lights without the word switch in brackets. Those aren't the ones you want to do. You want to do the ones with lights and then switch in brackets, because you can turn those on and off, but they're the ones that actually give you a science perk boost, you know, a science experience. The other things are raising science. There's certain schematics that do it, like your first aid kit that raises science, auger, nail gun, chainsaw, what's the other couple? There might be a couple more. Yeah, that's all I can think of off the top of my head. There might be 1 or 2 more to that. Other ways to raise science are... there was another thing that you could build. Yeah, landmines, the lights, aloe vera. Okay, aloe vera cream you make from aloe vera, which you'll find in the desert, and then you need to make some. Then you need to have some cloth, and you make first aid bandages. And I found that was probably the easiest way to go about raising your science, because you can go around and just pick up a whole lot of aloe vera. And then just spam craft them. And plus you kind of need first aid bandages if you're starting out, because you'll often be getting hit, and you won't want to use like your first aid kits that often unless you get swamped and you've got to, you know, recover from 50 or more points of health. Because if we look at this, which we can't right now, it'll show you how much health you actually recover based on your medicine skill. And here we go. Right there, toolsmithing. This affects all the tools you make from stone up to steel, and the qualities involved. So a great one to spend some time making tools, not actually putting points into it, because like I said, you'll want to buy all the 10s, 15s and 30s before you go putting your points on there, unless it's vitally important to your game style. I would say avoid that until the end of the game, when you know, it's the last 20 points take the longest. Another thing about applying points to something like that, you'll want to do it when your level's low down here. So if it's right up here, you know, right up at this end, and then you put a point on it, it's only really filling it up that much. You know, whereas you could go from nothing and it would fill up the whole lot by doing that same thing. So you might as well have just made a few more stone axes just to top it off and then put a point on it. So make sure XP to next level is at the lowest point you can have it before you go putting points on it. So like, I would put a point on that, but I wouldn't put a point on that. You get what I mean? Because it would just be a waste. Okay. Treasure hunter. Now treasure is a great thing in this game when you want to go bartering and stuff like that. When you know, you can also pick up gun parts and the herbal antibiotics recipe. That's, you know, just sort of the more rare items you'll find in the treasure hunter boxes. You might find some silver nuggets, some gold nuggets, that sort of thing, some diamonds. That's, you know, that's another place you'd find, another thing you'd find in a chest. Now, there is ways to go about treasure hunting, and I'll cover that when I actually when I get to that point in this tutorial. But it just makes it so much easier by reducing the area in which you have to search for that treasure. But I can tell you one thing, the treasure is always located 3 blocks down from surface. The only time that it's not, or it's not easy to tell how far 3 blocks are, is when you're working on a slope, on a hill or something like that, because yeah, it's just really hard to tell where it's counting the 3 blocks from on a hill. And then finally, weaponsmithing. That's all types of weapons that you build, like your bow, your crossbow. I don't know. Yeah, look, all the melee weapons, like your sledgehammer, your hunting knife, the bone shiv, the you can't make a machete in this version, unfortunately, but you can combine them. But they are probably, I feel they're the rarest, because in my entire year and 10 months of playing this game, I've only picked up 3. 3. That's it. 3. It's ridiculous. But anyway, yeah. So that's the perks and the skills explained as best as I can. I'll probably think of more things, but I will add that to our next tutorial. So yeah, cool, that covers that one. Then finally, there's quests. Hey, look, that's why I do that initial quest. See, once I get there, I'm going to get 5 skill points. No, that's the only reason I do that, aside from not wanting to see that bloody same quest thing up in the corner. So cool. Finally, journals. If you need any more help than what I've given you, it will be listed in here. What half of what I learned has been from actually reading all this stuff. The other half is from some good sources, which I'll list out for you in a moment. And finally, there's players and stuff, multiplayer stuff. I'll go through that when I actually get somebody else on here to play alongside me, and we'll run through some of the nuances of multiplayer. When I find the right person to do it with, it'll probably be Shadowstorm, because he's hilarious. He's great. Anyway, cool. Was there anything else I needed to do before I log out for the night? Like maybe put some more stuff in here? Yep, definitely. Put some more wood in this. I'm just using the square button to take half. You'll notice up in the top left hand corner, pow, that it'll tell you what your buttons are going to do. So if you're ever unsure of what button you need to press, just look up in the top left hand corner, and you'll see what you need to press to get to where you want to go. But yeah, smelt away, machine. I'll see what else I can put in there to make you a happy little forge. So 3 times 160. 450, 480, 480 something. Okay, 480 seconds is only 5 minutes. No, that's not right. 300 seconds is 5 minutes, so it's more like 7 minutes before that runs out. Okay, cool. Gonna drink some more. It's probably because I'm standing next to that damn fire and it's heating me up. Because when you get like things like hypothermia, that'll slow your speed down. You'll move slower, and then when you're overheating, getting heat stroke, you'll also slow down, but your thirst will go up exponentially. Like you'll have to be constantly drinking. Oh, that's bright. Damn, bright light, bright light. Anyway, let's get rid of that and that, and I'll queue up. Oh yeah, hang on. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, there's nothing much more I can do about this area. I can actually start making repair kits, but because I don't know the pistol, see how they're well, shaded out. I haven't learnt the book yet. I haven't read the schematic yet, so I won't be able to repair it or assemble it. So there's no point in making repair kits just yet. There's also the possibility that I could pick one up. Before I bug off, I will just get these tools on the go, because I did a little bit of a spam there, didn't I? Now I'm going to make them in the order of which I want to be the most powerful, which is going to be, you know, the last thing I make is the one I want the most. So it's going to be a pickaxe last. but I want a claw hammer. Let's craft that baby. And I would like an iron shovel. And I'll need some more of these, and I can make finally another pickaxe. And then I can chuck that pickaxe back into the fire and turn it back into iron. Yeah, give me the forged iron, you bastard. Alright. And also, when I do decide to leave this house, a bit on the forge, you can empty your forge. See how over here you got iron, brass, lead, glass, stone, clay? You can actually select iron and then tell it to pump out as much as you want. So I could take all 970 out of there. It would wind up in here and I'd have to pick it up. Okay, but make sure all of these are empty, and all of these are empty, and all of those are empty up here. Basically everything on this right hand side. If you're going to move your forge, make sure they're all empty, otherwise you will lose the lot. Okay, there's no coming back from that. They don't drop on the floor, or at least I'm not going to risk it after the update, because I think I have done it since the update. So yeah, it's not good for you. Not good for your shit. Anyway, I'm going to chuck that in here because I'm going to get a new one soon. And that can cook away. So now that is going to replace my stone axe, and it will also give me a better bonus when I'm upgrading things, so I'll be able to level up faster, and it will upgrade things quicker. Because you'll notice with a stone axe, it takes 4 taps to upgrade something, whereas a claw hammer only takes 1, and then a nail gun, which is the next level up, will be able to do 1, 2, maybe even 3 per second. I think the claw hammer is 1 per second, and the nail gun might only be twice as fast, but it seems to go pretty damn fast, almost as fast as you can run. So I'm going to be using that to smash things in the houses from now on. It just lasts a bit longer, and if it gets too low, you know, always just carry a little bit of forged iron with you. You know, like I said earlier, there's a few things that I carry with me. I might just run through that before we hit 3 o'clock, because I started this one at 3:33. I'm going to just go through till 3:31 so that I can start again at 3:33 tomorrow. But yeah, I'd carry 1 piece for each tool that I can repair with iron. So, you know, axe, shovel, pickaxe, hammer. So then I can repair each one once. But you just got to remember, don't let it go below half damage when you go to repair it, otherwise it will use 2. Okay? It's little tricks like that that help you out at the right moment. How am I getting wet? Oh my god, it's coming through my shattered window roof thing. Okay. Yes, damn right, it better be going up. Give me that toolsmithing stuff. Yeah, so I've covered that forge there, I've covered bed rolls. What else can I talk about while I'm in here? Campfire, nothing too special about that. But you can make antibiotics. You know, look at that. I might have all that stuff, because now I've got a beaker, I can do that. That will raise your science too. So let's just have a look to see if we can do that. Trying to look into the right the right box would be a good idea. So this time around, nah, I've got no moldy bread. I can make you can make moldy bread out of sham sandwiches. Okay, but I believe you need a chemistry station to do that, because if we look through here, nada. This way you can make fertilizer 2 out of turds. I wouldn't suggest it this early on in the game, because you can get more out of the chemistry station. Actually does it for half the price. And like I said, nitrate is actually really rare. I'm constantly running out of stuff because it goes into gunpowder, it goes into fertilizer, it goes into antibiotics, you know. So anyway, you can save that stuff, the better. But if you haven't got a chemistry station, by all means use this way. It's, you know, it's all you got. You're kind of stuck for choice on that. But yeah, Now what else haven't I gone through about this? I went through the map a little bit. Okay, so up here I'll go through the rest of the map. This is track a waypoint. So if I was to select that and go track, it's going to point me in that direction for some reason. Is it? Well, I actually haven't used that. That's a good point. Wonder what it does. I don't want to track that anymore. Okay, so this will remove a waypoint, but you've got to select it here first. I don't want to remove that one, so you just select that with X and then press remove waypoint and that'll disappear. If you want to see where it is on the map, you use the show on map button, like so, bam. And then share. If I wanted to share it with allies or everybody, I can press that button and go everyone. Here we go. So whoever joins in this game, they're going to be able to see that as soon as they join. Possibly, but knowing Funpimps, I'll probably have to do it again while they're actually joined. So shared waypoints pop up down the bottom here, and they will tell, when somebody else shares one, they'll pop up the bottom here. Up in the top corner, we have center on player and our actual location according to the coordinates. So these are coordinates and they'll go from anything ranging up to 4,000 south to 4,000 north and 4,000 east, 4,000 west. This is where your sleeping bag is. So I'm pretty much right on top of it. This one, what was that one again? Oh, that's to the tracking. So let's track that again. See, there we go. Oh no, this is just where your target is. Sorry, I didn't think that through. What does that one do? Remove quick waypoint. Okay, so to place waypoints, all you need to do is press the triangle button, and for a quick one, so you know, I want to go sort out that part of the map, I'll just hit that one there. If I wanted to constantly save a place, like I'll do it now on this house, so that if I move away, I'll always know that there's a forge in this little place here. So I'll say, you know, you're going to have to make your own code up for these. Yeah, you'll have to make your own code up. I've got my own code, you know, like, here we go, just an example. That's for mines for me. This is for my houses that I've stayed in, that I've got a forge and amenities like a workshop. You know, I often don't want to clutter it up too much with these, but that one I use for camping grounds. This one I use for hub cities and stuff like that, large places of interest like your theatre and the theatre, hotels, apartment blocks, the booby trap, the adult movies theatre, that sort of thing. This one I use for my dedicated horde base because, you know, I have a home and then I have a horde base, and then I'll build a secure lock up underneath it so that, you know, anybody that's coming to get it's got to go through the whole base to get to this bloody lock up, and any zombies that are coming can't actually destroy my stuff because they won't dig down. So that's why I put it under the ground, not up high. If I put something up high and it gets undermined, they're going to destroy the whole building and my stuff is going to go with it. So you don't want that to happen. You want to store your stuff underground, or at a point where zombies aren't going to get it. Okay, this building thing here, I haven't often used that, but it's basically a different, you know, what would I use it for? Just for like the banks and maybe the police stations. That one, special houses, maybe somebody else's house. That one just to mark a town so that I can share it with buddies, and this one for markets, traders. These ones, the X's, I always use for the airdrops, because because they will disappear. Hey, how's it going? Gaming with Crazy White Sea. I was just about to finish the stream. I was just going through the maps and then logging off. I'm going to be doing 5 more days of it, but I'm going to be cutting down the length of these games these days I reckon, just to make it a bit easier on people playing it, because I've pretty much covered most of what I need to cover. I'll probably think of some more after I watch this back, and then I'll also get in there and because I want to get up to Horde Night and show you some ideas about how to go about the cheapest ways to get through that 7-day Horde Night. That first 7, yeah, that 7th day Horde Night. And then from there, I'll just show a few more tips and hints. If I come across any more that I can waffle on about. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, and of course like and subscribe if you enjoyed the stream, and I'll catch you next time. Feel free to add me, you know, it's the same as my YouTube channel, so it's on PS4, and ask questions, that sort of thing. I'm always open to those. That's probably the easiest way to find out exactly what you want to know, is to just ask a question. But yeah, have fun, enjoy yourself, live well, or you know, die trying.